Hey guys, this is Leroy Hyson with OBX Surf and Sound Fishing, and I want to thank you. Thank you for coming on the channel. And today what we're going to be doing is looking at a number of knots to tie to your jig heads so you can catch more fish. All right, stay tuned. All right, let's get right to it. The first knot we're going to tie is the clinch knot. I've used this knot many times. It's not the one I primarily use, but it's one that you can use very quickly to get your lines back in the water. Okay, so I'm left-handed, but you can reverse it and make it work for you. So first thing you're going to do is take your tag line, go through the eye, and what I like to do is pinch it right here. That's going to allow me to have a small little loop right here. Go around your main line probably 5 or 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just do 5 for now. And see the little loop that's right here? It looks like a little triangle. Okay, I'm going to put the tag line right through that. And then I'm going to pinch onto it right here. All right. Pinch onto it right here. And then wet my line. Like I say, put some spit on the line. Okay. And slowly cinch down. I'm pulling very tightly. This is 30-pound monofilament, and you can see that line is pretty tight. Notice the direction of the tag line. The tag line is going straight up, and when I snip off the excess of the tag line, depending on how much you take off, you can take off most of it and leave about 1/4 of an inch. You can bring it down to maybe 1/8 of an inch. I would leave a little bit there for slippage. Now what this will do is catch on, where is it? It will catch on weeds every now and then. That is the clinch knot. And it will work for most applications. I'm pulling it, nothing's happening. You can catch big fish on this knot. Okay, so the next knot is a knot that's a little bit stronger, and I think the term people use now is the improved clinch knot. So this is the clinch knot. So there you go. There you have it, and that is the clinch knot. All right, the second knot we're going to do is the improved clinch knot. Okay, the improved clinch knot is very similar to the clinch knot, but the only difference is one extra step. So same thing, you put your tag line in the eyelet, like so, and I grab it right here just to make a little place where I can make a loop. Especially when it's cold out, you want to be able to do that very quickly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now watch carefully. I'm going to use, where is that little nut? Can you guys see that? Okay, I'm going to thread a tag line through that little hole. Now from here, what I'm going to do is, if you notice, there's a hole right here. Okay, I'm going to take the tag line and put it through that hole this way. Okay, what I do is I pinch it like that. So my thumb, turn it over, and then I grab that tag line with my index and my thumb, and I slowly cinch down. I'm gonna put a little bit of spit on it. Usually I just put it in my mouth, but here you go. To decrease the line burn, I guess you call it. And it will cinch down. And the beauty is it cinches down on itself. Take a look at that. Pulling that as hard as I can. And nothing's happening. Let me add. Nothing. Okay, 30-pound test. Nothing's breaking that. Okay, I mean something could actually, but nothing that we're fishing for. This is 30-pound. All right, notice the tag line. Tag line is facing more in a backwards direction, which means that when weeds and stuff hit it, it's not going to be susceptible to getting tangled as much. So this is called the improved clinch knot, or think there's another name for it, but I can't remember. So again, clip off the tag, get your line back in the water, and you roll. Now the next knot is what I call the drop loop, or the loop knot, excuse me, the loop knot. And for the loop knot, I like this knot a lot because this allows the jig to move freely. I'm not a perfectionist of this knot yet, but I use it a lot. And I'll tell you why in a second. So the first thing you're going to do is make an overhand loop. Okay, that's the basic loop that we learned how to tie when we were in kindergarten. Okay, looks like that. In my case, this tag line is coming up through this hole right here. So up the hole. It's coming up the hole. Once I finished, I'm going to put the tag line into the eyelet. Hold it right there. Now, the tag line is, since it went up the hole, now it's going to go down. It's going to go down that same hole. And I use the same hand. I just put it through like that. Okay. And now, when I cinch down just a little bit, this hole that I made, I want to make that as close to the eyelet as possible. Because what's going to happen is that's where the loop is going to actually be. So I'm going to make that as small as I can and get it close to the eyelet. Okay. Now from here, all you're going to do is take the line and go around twice. Once, twice, maybe 2.5. And then from here, you're going to take this tag line and go back under and up the hole. It's 2 holes. It's the triangular one and the round one. Right there. Go right in the middle. And then I pinch it with my thumb and index right there and cinch down. Again, you put some spit on it, that'll be even better. Okay, cinch down. And there you go. Now, look at the tag line. Just look at it. Which direction is the tag line facing? It's going towards the hook. So if you think about vegetation, any kind of debris in the water, it's going to bounce off the line, which makes this loop almost weedless. Look at it. It's going backwards towards this way. Okay. And sometimes I even leave it a little bit longer because it lays down right there. Now, what this does is it allows the jig head to move a little bit more freely in the water. Okay, so there you go. All right, so we have one more to go, which is the polymer. I do not use the polymer that much, but it is a fairly easy one to tie, and it is strong. The first thing you do is you go through the eyelet, right, and then come right back through just to make a loop. Come right back through the eyelet again. All right, that makes a little bit of a loop, just like that. Nothing fancy, just something like that. All right, then from here, you simply take this and make a overhand knot. Your basic overhand knot. Hard to do this with the camera. Basic overhand knot looks like that. Now from here, you don't cinch it down all the way, but this loop that you made right here, you're going to put the hook through that. Put it over the hook. Bring it over the jig head. And carefully cinch it down. And watch what happens. I'm just pulling the main line. I'm actually going to put this piece of pliers right here just for demonstrations. I'm pulling it as hard as I can. And that's tight. All right. And what you're left with is this tag line right here. That's it. You snip it. But notice the tag line is facing that direction, which could cause debris and stuff to mess with it. But you can cut it close. Cut it close. And there you have it. That's the polymer. So I hope these nuts helped you guys. Again, we have the clench knot. Okay, that's just a basic clench knot. Then you have the, quote, improved clench knot. And then we have the loop knot. And finally, the polymer. All right, guys, be blessed. Thank you for checking out the channel. Again, hit that notification bell when you want to get more content coming from our channel. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Peace.